Hello, everybody.
Are you fucked?
What?
The laptop.
Where do you want?
I need to like at least cross my legs.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to MENTY, BREAKY, Epi 3060. On this episode, we're doing something new that we've never done before.
Yeah. Are we gonna get right into this?
I guess. What
Okay.
else are we doing with our lives?
So, we had a famous
Well, so this
would
is.
you rather question.
Yeah, this is it actually shocked the airwaves. Like, I still
did.
get people responding.
Yeah.
I actually got a birthday message and it said, "Happy birthday, Monica. I'm really proud that you're confident enough to shit yourself on a plane
Yeah.
instead of sitting in someone else's vomit."
Yeah. No, I think a lot of people saw you differently, thought about themselves and reflected on that. I think it really was a powerful question.
Did I tell you that my friend, she wanted the puke,
Mhm.
and then I said on an episode, I was like, I think every good friendship is like someone who wants the puke and someone who wants the shit. So she went up to her husband and she goes, "Would you rather the puke or the shit?" And her husband said the shit.
Wow.
And she was like, "Oh, we're meant to be," because
Yeah.
Monica said
Yep.
that every couple is a puke and a shit.
Wow. I think so.
My cousin was like, "Yeah, shit for sure." But she also eats her peppers the same way that I eat my peppers.
So your whole family's just insane.
Yeah, which everyone finds insane. And I was like,
Yeah.
there must be something in the lineage.
Yeah.
I eat my pepper like an apple.
Crazy.
Because why cut it?
I don't even know where to start. Anyways,
So this is a follow-up to our poo vomit.
well, the little backstory is there's a comic in Toronto, Vanessa Prevost, who was telling a joke at a comedy show the other night, and it was literally about like very much related to this scenario,
Right.
where she more or less had some poo-poo issues in front of a date.
She shit herself on a date.
And the way the guy behaved was so gentlemanly that now the punchline to her joke is like, she's like, "Oh, now I always shit myself
on every date.
on every date to see how the guy will behave."
Yeah.
I'm like, that's literally what me and Monica were saying.
Yeah.
Like, but I knew she hadn't seen the clip, so I just sent her the clip, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, that's so hilarious." And then she's like, "I choose vomit." I'm like, "No,
Right.
you literally chose shit." And
Yeah.
she's like, "No, but in real life, I know how mortifying it is
To shit yourself.
with a guy."
Yeah. But that's what I said. I was like, if I shit myself and the guy is like nice and interested,
Yeah.
then like that's husband.
But she lived it, and she was
I
like,
know.
"No more."
Yeah, no
But
more.
okay, so apparently, but you'll
It's a
hear
good
in the
test,
story.
as
You'll
we
hear in the
said.
story. It's not. She didn't exactly shit herself. Her story is like closer to mine.
Okay.
What I went through, where I had to go shit in the jungle.
Right.
Do you remember this?
I do remember the diarrhea in
so
the
her story is
jungle.
closer to mine, but a little bit. And we're gonna. So for the first time ever, we're gonna play our
Before-
listener and friend story.
Before you play it, I did get a follow up on the shit in the jungle as well, because they were like, I had the same question you had, where I was like, why did she bring a water bottle into
Yeah.
the forest? And
But I told you it
Yeah.
was diarrhea to wash my ass off. It was explosive diarrhea. I needed to shower after.
okay, now we can go into this.
So this is Vanessa's story about her
Shit on a date.
Okay, sorry, I'm like right near Spadina, so you're gonna hear a bunch of noise. Basically, my partner at the time, we didn't live in the same, like I lived in Regina and he lived in a tiny little village right outside Regina. It was like 30 minutes out of Regina. It was called Grand Coulee. It literally was like so tiny. The sign said no services on it. But anyways, so I stayed at his place that night, and then the next morning, because he still lived with his parents at the time, that morning, they only had one bathroom. His dad was like taking a long time, and I was like, oh, I kind of should go to the bathroom before we like drive 30 minutes, but you know, I won't, whatever. So then we're on our way, and then like 10 minutes into the drive, we're like driving beside a farmer's field, and I realized like I am going to absolutely shit myself. So sorry, people are walking by, and I'm feeling very self-conscious about saying that right now. But anyways, so he like pulls over, and I'm like trying to grab anything to wipe with. So I grabbed like a napkin, a receipt, but there wasn't much. And he like, without like missing a beat, takes off his shirt and hands it to me. And I was like, no, I will not be doing that. That's gross. So I grabbed some like leaves on the way to like running into this field and like taking, I think, the biggest, the absolute biggest poop of my life. And so, and during that time he was in his car and his boss lived in the same town as him. So he was driving by and he thought he was like having like car troubles, so we like went to like text him and pull over and be like, hey, do you need help? And he's like, no, go away, because I was just sitting in the middle of like a wheat field absolutely blasting ass, and then just the like, and I tried my best to wipe whatever, and then the rest of the car ride back I just like, we sat in silence because he tried to make me feel better and I kept being like, shut up right now, this is awful. So yeah, that's what happened. And then the worst part is like, now that farmer's gonna go in his field and be like, there's no, like, it was like the biggest pile of human shit that's ever existed. Like, it was disgusting. And I'm gonna just ruin that farmer's day. But it had to happen. Okay, bye.
So that is...
Not the okay, bye.
I love the boss also stopping me like, hey, having car trouble?
No, there's so many good things. And also the fact
Yeah.
that this was a voice note and she's just
Yeah.
like walking in public being like, so
Yeah.
this was the time that I shit my pants in a field with a guy and it was the biggest
Yeah.
shit. And there's just people walking by and she's like, oh, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a
That's
classic.
a very classic Menty breaky right there.
That's a classic Menty breaky, classic voice note. We
Yeah.
love a voice note, classic story. I love that so much.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boss stopping. That's like out of a TV show.
That really is out of it. That's like
you're
out of like
shitting
Curb Your
yourself in his field, and the
Enthusiasm.
boss stops. He's like, "So I see you. Oh, you're
Yeah.
having car trouble
Yeah,
here."
yeah.
And the farmer finding the pile of shit the next day.
With like the boyfriend's t-shirt just
Yeah.
like covering
And
it.
her saying this was the largest pile of human shit possible. But also
Oh my
the beginning of
God.
the story, like a dad taking too long in the bathroom,
know.
is so relatable.
So relatable.
When
and
there's
a
only
classic
one
start.
bathroom, you're at your boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
His dad won't get out of the bathroom, and
Yeah.
you're like,
I have to
ruining
shit.
my life right now.
Like, you don't understand how much you're ruining my life. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Vanessa.
Men really do shit on the toilet.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, honestly, what's up?
You know what I thought was funny is the other day, a comic said that he doesn't like shitting in public. He's like, because you never know, like, if you're going to get like 2-ply or like really cheap toilet paper. So I like to shit at home. And I'm like, I've never thought about that because us as girls, like we have to we have to pee on the toilet too, and
Yeah.
we have to use toilet paper. So I'm like, we're just like,
We're using it.
yeah, we're just subject to whatever this
Yeah,
company's
what a
toilet paper
privilege.
is. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I was like, what a
Yeah.
privilege to decide you don't want to use cheap toilet paper. We just have to live it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You know when like they say like don't flush the tampon down the toilet?
Yeah,
Do you flush the tampon down
Never.
the toilet? Really?
it's very bad.
Oh.
You'll clog your toilet and have to pay a lot of money to have.
But if
a
it's not your
person-
toilet,
oh, you mean like in public?
like a small bit, like a business.
No, that's horrible. Because then they have to pay a lot of money.
I guess I once went to an Airbnb
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Don't flush the tampons
Yeah,
down the
because
toilet."
they could. Where was the Airbnb?
No, sorry. They said don't flush the toilet paper down the toilet.
That's also that means they're on a well.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, I'll be flushing my toilet paper.
Oh, it's just like sucks for them.
Oh, and
I
then
don't actually know what happens. I think it's just like very expensive for them to fix it.
and then there was a plumber there, and he was like, "No one can flush their toilet paper,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "But you're a disgusting man."
So, okay, it bothers me when like North American places say don't flush the toilet paper because like that's how our system is set up.
Yeah,
But when I went to the Philippines, they're like, don't
Oh,
flush
yeah.
the toilet paper, but we'll provide you with a gun to fucking blast your ass off.
huh?
A bum gun, like a water, like a bidet, but it's literally like a hose.
Oh.
So you just don't use toilet paper while you're
a
there.
bum gun.
Yeah, they call it a bum gun.
I've never heard of that.
It's like a bidet, but it's like you'll just see like literally a hose with a sprayer beside
Yeah.
the toilet. And the whole bathroom is like basically a shower or
Wow.
you're like outdoors.
Ew.
Well, this is what my friend said. When I was going to the Philippines, she's Filipino and she's like, you're going to hate the washrooms there. I love the washrooms.
Oh.
At first, there's a learning curve.
Okay.
But then you feel so clean after because you're literally like hosing yourself. You're taking a shower every time you pee or poo.
Yeah.
And you just don't use toilet paper. Or if you do, like if you like want to, you can't flush it.
I've had to poo in inopportune times. Like I was on a walk and I had to call my mom to pick me up. Like I just went on like a mental health walk during COVID.
Because you had to poo.
No, I didn't have to poo on. Yeah, and then I had to call my
Mhm.
mom.
And be like, I have to poo. Come
Yeah,
pick
and she had
me
to
up.
pick me up on my walk.
Wow. That's.
And
What
I
if
was
she
like,
didn't live close?
no, I would have actually had to shit in a lawn.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Mom, come pick me up. I have to poo.
Yeah.
That was the follow up to mine though. That time that I bumped into my ex
Mm-hmm.
and he served me food poisoning.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I got very bad diarrhea and I'm like, I don't know if it's from the 5 cheeses or he like poured like food poisoning into this food.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to go because I was
Right.
at the restaurant and I was with all my friends. I was like, I have to go.
Yeah.
And so my friend was driving me and like 2 minutes into the drive, I'm like, I have to shit now.
Yeah.
And so I think we were like near another friend's house and basically I think maybe we were picking something up from her anyways and I messaged her ahead of time. I was like, do you have a free toilet?
Yeah.
Like I'm going to walk into your house and
And
walk
shit.
and take a shit.
Yeah.
And
So
she's
tell me
like,
where the toilet
yeah,
is.
like tell me the location.
Yeah.
And I will be. And she's like, okay, it's in the basement here. And I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Went in, shit. And then I was shitting for the rest of the night, but that like held me over until I got home.
Oh, that's good.
But my one friend who was driving was very understanding because her mom has like irritable bowel syndrome.
Right.
So she was like, this ain't the first time I've had to pull over for someone to find a
Shit.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like your mom is like the perfect person for you to call and be like,
Yeah.
pick me up. I got a shit.
Yeah. And I was literally just like in the suburbs, like on a side street. And I'm like, hey, you have to leave your house and pick me
And
up.
you just like stood there with like clenched buck cheeks until she got there.
Yeah. We're gonna move on. Okay. The next question is, could Monty and Hanny live together? This was a question from a
Oh,
fan.
yeah.
Immediate answer, no.
I would say no.
Yeah.
But we both live on our own.
We both live on our own.
I don't think we're like good at living with people in general.
I'm horrible at living with people.
Yeah, because people suck.
I don't know how I'm gonna live with a man. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, I've like lived with others. It's always been, not always, but like usually I'm like, oh, right. I hate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it like depends. Like I can be fine. Like when I was traveling the world, I always lived with other people.
Yeah.
But then like it was almost like I would just have to get into this mindset of like truly not letting anything bother me and like trying to just like deal with how messy they were
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was a time where I had a roommate that was so bad that after like I think maybe 3 months, I paid $1,000 to break the lease and stop living with her.
Yeah, that's
because I was like,
wild.
you're evil. I can't be around you anymore.
The bird one.
Yeah, she had a bird that she would let shit everywhere.
Ew.
She would let shit all over the house and not clean it. Is that not insane?
Yeah, that's insane.
And like on my furniture. And she just would, she'd be like, oh, and she was a bitch. Like she
Ew.
was such a bitch. She was so rude to me. She was so rude to my friends. Like she was just like a bitch in every sense of the word. Would always attack me. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And the bird was like, oh, horrible. Like anyone who owns a bird, like no offense, but you're a psycho.
Yeah.
Like I don't trust you. I think you're a bad person.
I had birds.
Oh, birds is different though.
Oh, okay. 2 birds.
Well, because if you have 2 birds, they like mate with each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they
And
love
they
each
hang
other
out.
and
Yeah.
they hang out. But if you have 1 bird, then you're that bird's partner.
Right.
And I think that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, because then they like fuck you and
They
stuff.
fuck you and they're in love with you and then
Yeah.
they attack everyone else. And I'm like, why do you want to be in love with a bird? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
If you have 2 birds that like mate, what kind of birds were they?
Budgies.
Yeah, that's kind of cute,
Yeah,
I
they
guess.
were just like house birds.
But didn't they like squawk all the time?
Yeah, I didn't really hear it, but my mom heard it. And then one was like really like bad and would like bite us and
Yeah.
squawking, and the other was like chill, sunshine and moonlight. And so like I always hung out with Sunshine, and Sunshine was chill, and then my mom had to like hang out with Moonlight, and it would like
would
bite
they like
her.
shit everywhere?
No, just like in their cage. And then we would just kind of take them out, and we had like a stick that they would sit on, and then we put our finger and they'd walk onto our finger, and then we put the stick and they'd walk onto the stick, and then we put them back in the cage.
Isn't that kind of sad though for a bird?
Well, I don't think they can fly.
I think birds notoriously can fly.
No, but I think budgies, like, they couldn't fly.
Really?
Yeah. Or they'd kind of try to, like, fly away sometimes, but they couldn't really, like, get anywhere. Like, they weren't flying up to the sky ever.
Right. I don't know about that.
Anyways. Well, that's like any pet.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's all a little bit cruel how we force pets to like live inside, and their like biggest dream is to not.
Yeah.
But
now
like,
dogs,
but we want you.
Yeah. But now dogs like could never live outside.
Yeah, no, there is like, I think there's like, you know, jokes or like memes about that, like how creepy it is, like what we've done with dogs, where we're like, you're dependent on us.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
Yeah. And then we're like, oh my God, these dogs love us so much.
I know.
But like they
These
really
dogs
just
are
like
obsessed with us.
Yeah, they can't get any like food or anything anywhere else.
We just bred them to be inept.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit odd.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to do a segment that I was like excited about. There's an influencer named Hello Teffy. I think it's Teffy or it might be Tiffy. Anyways, I love her. I think she's so funny. And she did this interview where the interviewer asked her, what's the cruelest thing that you've ever said to an ex? Mm-hmm. And her answer was, hold on, I'm going to read it because I don't want to fuck it up because it was so good. Her answer was, for the rest of your life, when you're on top of a bitch, you're going to have to wonder if she follows me. And I was like, honestly, goals. Like, it made me, like, want to work harder to, like, get to a point where, like, every man who, like, has wronged me has to wonder.
I was
if,
like, do you have a specific man in mind?
Honestly, I have multiple men. I have multiple men where I'm like, you're going to have to wonder if, like, my voice note video has been played by your girlfriend or wife. Because I've had men come up to me in comedy and they're like, my wife literally knows you.
Oh.
Because she's heard your voice note video. And
Interesting.
Then,
that is good revenge.
Yeah. And like these guys I'm like friends with. Like I'm not like.
But at some point,
some guy is going to have to hear my voice.
Yes.
It's kind of like a lot of female artists have like written this. Like Taylor Swift has a song.
I was going to say.
Where she's like.
To Kim Kardashian.
No.
Oh.
But it's like, it's actually I think it's in like Midnight Rain or something, but she'll be like, and he only thinks of me when he sees me on TV.
Oh.
Or
I
like,
see what you mean.
Even like, there's another artist, it's like, you hear me on the radio or like stuff like that. So it's like, you're going to have to see me on Instagram, baby. And your girlfriend / wife is a fan.
Yeah. And that makes you feel good.
It does. It does make you feel good.
Nice. You can, yeah. That's how you get the best revenge. Is their girlfriend or wife.
Is a fan.
Is a fan.
Isn't that fun?
And she's like, have you heard of this Monica girl? She's so funny.
Yeah.
But do you think, like, what do you think their reaction would be?
I don't know.
See, this is what I always like, because you also have this fantasy of like putting all the men that have wronged you in the same room and they have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I always wonder if they like would even do they even think they've wronged you though? You know, like because if she's like they're like I'm a fan of Monica and they're like oh yeah I used to know Monica because men like never think they've done anything wrong, right? So that's what I would want. I don't know.
Well, I think that like I wonder if there's like any men who like hate me. Or have like...
That's what I mean. Like, because we all think we're the ones that have done the right thing.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe... Like, because, like, when I think of my exes, I'm like, oh, you're so clearly the villain.
Yeah.
But they don't think that.
Yeah.
They might truly just, like, not even think they're the bad guy.
No,
or you think they know they're the bad guy and they'd be like, oof, like...
No, I don't think it's about bad and good. Like, I don't think it's, like, I'm, like, trying to get them to think, like, oof. I'm trying to get them to, like... I don't know. I'm trying to get them to like be like, oh yeah, that was a big loss.
Oh, I
That's
see.
all.
Okay, yes, that's
Not
yes.
like, oh, I did something wrong.
Like I should have treated her better.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. That's yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, she actually is really fucking cool and awesome, and like I fumbled the bag by like taking her a bit for granted.
I have this fantasy as well.
Yeah.
That I always, this is like I said this on stage once and people were dying because I'm like, I have this fantasy of like doing a comedy tour and like ending up in Amsterdam.
Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast.
On the pod, and then I'm like, it's sold out.
It's sold out. Yeah, you talked about it.
That's my, you'll have to wonder if she's a follower thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same thing where it's like, yeah, I want to do some like
I thought it was like that he was like filled with regret, but no, it's more of just like,
it's
oh,
more just
man.
like, oh yeah, she's actually so fucking cool.
And everyone loves her, including my wife.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
love
what it
that.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like
I can stand behind that.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, I should like it's like, oh, I wronged her or whatever. It's like you have to deal with the fact that like the girl you're fucking loves me.
Mm-hmm.
So just go to bed with that at night. Like that's all, you know?
I looked up her followers though. She doesn't have that many followers.
Teffy?
Yeah.
The interesting
Like you need more followers before you say that.
No, but like the interesting thing with like celebrities and influencers is that it's not always about like the follower count.
Okay.
Because it's like if you have 5,000 followers, but they're all willing to come to a show and you can fill 5,000 seats.
Sure.
That's much more powerful than having 1 million followers, but none of them like actually
fair.
fuck with you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like none of them would like come to a show.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like Teffy, for example, like she goes to all the events, she knows like the other influencers, like she actually has influence.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like there's a Toronto influencer, Clobo. She's growing though, but like she has like maybe like 1 to 200K on Instagram, but she's so much more powerful than people who have like 500K.
Right.
Because like she can get the girlies together and like the people really like engage and fuck with her, you know?
Fair.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyways, but yeah, I think the purpose is like, yeah.
Look at me now.
Yeah, like it's like you rejected me or you like treated me like shit or you like took me for granted and now the girl that you're fucking is obsessed with me. Like that's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I definitely get that.
Your eyes look blue with that sweatshirt on.
I know, that's why I picked the blue over the purple.
Yeah, I've never seen you wear blue. It looks very nice.
Well, because my eyes are kind of like in between like 3 colors, so depending what I wear, it brings that part of my eye out.
Yeah, very
so
pretty.
if I wear blue, I look blue.
Yeah.
And now your eyes look purple.
Thanks. Okay, moving on to our Fuck, Marry, Kill segment of the week.
Exciting.
Our Fuck, Marry, Kill is Pizza, Papa John's, Domino's.
This one's tough.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I would marry Papa John's.
Okay.
I really like Papa John's.
I really like Papa John's as well, but I have
You have
additional thoughts.
Okay. I would marry Papa John's. I would fuck Pizza.
Wow.
And I would kill Domino's.
And what do you have really?
Yeah.
Because so notoriously pizza is shit pizza.
That's why you fuck it.
But you like it more than Domino's.
Yes.
Wow.
I actually don't mind a slice of pizza if I'm being honest.
That's crazy.
I fuck around with pizza.
That's crazy.
Domino's is too doughy. I feel like there's 2 camps of people for Domino's. There's people who like really like Domino's, and then there's people who are like, this is really not good. And I'm in the really not good.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts?
Well, Pizza is a Canadian pizza brand, especially in Toronto.
Yes.
And around Ontario. And they used to be very good.
Yeah.
And then they fell off immensely.
Okay.
The quality from when we were children to now is night and day.
Right.
I don't know why, but it's a known fact.
You know what's weird?
Go on.
I didn't like pizza when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I like it more now.
You might just like shit pizza.
Yeah, I do really
do you like Little Caesars?
No.
But Little Caesars is also notoriously shit
Little
pizza.
Caesars is like really shit though.
Yeah, it's like frozen pizza.
Yeah. Like Little Caesars is like they like flash cook it or something and it's weird and gross. Pizza reminds me of like, say you buy like a fucking like Delicio and you like heat it up wrong and it's like still shit, but like it's still weirdly good in some way.
That's what I think about Little Caesars. because I've lived all over the world,
Okay.
as we all know. So I have experience with these brands all over the world.
Okay.
I have experience.
Well, they're all so different, like in different places. Like
Exactly.
a Pizza Nova from one to the other, different restaurant.
And can you imagine a pizza from here to Europe or Australia?
No, I can't.
So Domino's.
You're too cultured.
I know. But Domino's
Okay.
is the most consistent across the whole world.
Okay.
So when I was craving, no matter where I lived, if I was craving American pizza, which is
Right.
very hard to get in
Yeah.
some places of the world because they're just giving you this Italian shit. I'm
Right.
like, I don't always want fresh
No.
mozzarella. Sometimes I want shitty American
Yes.
pizza. So I would go to Domino's.
Okay.
And it was pretty consistent with the Domino's you would get here. It would change.
Yeah.
It was so unpopular. Like I used to order it when I was in Amsterdam. It was so unpopular. I think I was their only customer.
That's so funny.
Truly no one, because everyone was like, ew, American pizza.
Yeah.
Every time I ordered, there was always a deal. It was like a 2-for-1 deal or something. I ordered it. They would give me a coupon for however many pizzas I ordered free. So literally I was so fucking fat.
Where was this?
In Amsterdam, because
yeah.
no one fucks with American pizza there. And every time I would get 2 pizzas and then be like, your next order, 2 pizzas free. I'm like, are you insane?
Yeah, like what are you talking
And
about?
then I'd also be earning the Domino's like points the whole time. So then I get like more. And the points there, like, you know how here you have to order like 10 pizzas?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you order like a pizza. And they're like, yeah, you reached the number of points for a free pizza. I'm like, this is insane. Like
That's so
Domino's was just
funny.
free in Amsterdam
Yeah.
because nobody ordered it.
Okay, so you have a special relationship
I have a
with
special
Domino's.
relationship with Domino's. But that being said, Papa John's,
Yeah.
amazing in Canada, god awful in America.
Really?
The way they're making it, it's so greasy, it's so disgusting, like inedible.
Yeah.
Like I remember we would order it and I'd be like, this is nasty.
Yeah.
So and then I came back to Canada. I was like, oh, it's good here because
Yeah,
we
it's
have like
good.
laws about
Right.
how shit you can make
the
food.
food. Yeah.
So I think I don't know. Okay. And then pizza, notoriously horrible.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I order it more than any other pizza because they have fake red meat. And no one else offers that anywhere.
Okay, so
And I get it every time.
Right.
So help me out.
Okay, let's change the parameters. Just Canada. We're not doing international business here.
Then I would have to marry Pizza because they offer me.
Right. What you need.
I order them more than any other pizza. And
Yeah.
I don't even like it, but I
Yeah.
get to have pepperoni
Right.
or ham.
Your fake meats. Okay.
And then fuck Papa John's, because Papa John's is like
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
And he's like a little bit bad because he like said the
is.
N-word.
What?
You don't know this?
No.
He's an insane person.
Oh, Papa John?
Papa John is a crazy person.
I mean, I think you have
No,
to
he's
be
like
to start
a bad
pizza
man.
chain.
He
Yeah.
he has like emails where you like said the N-word and people are like, oops, like you can't do that.
Johnny.
And then when he got fired, he was like, there's a famous like meme. He's like, there's going to be a reckoning for what happened to me. And then COVID immediately started after. And everyone was like, is this Papa John's reckoning? Yeah.
That's
so he's
so funny.
crazy.
I didn't
so
know
that's
that.
why,
I didn't know the
crazy
pizza
men
lore.
fuck better. So
Yeah,
he'd probably
yeah.
be great.
For
and
sure.
then I would kill Domino's because Canadian Domino's is just like meh.
Yeah, it's so meh. There's not enough cheese and sauce. It's all dough. It's
Yeah.
like the cheese and sauce is not good that's on it. The dough is not good.
Yeah, I found Australian Domino's. They were way more heavy with the toppings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you would probably love Australian Domino's.
You know what I really like?
What?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut I used to like when I was a kid.
Pizza Hut has a flavor.
It's changed, hasn't it? I feel like
I had
it's
it,
not
like,
as good.
A year ago.
Yeah.
It was nostalgic and it also wasn't bad. It's very unique. Like
It's a
you
lot,
have to.
though.
It is.
Like when you eat pizza,
Yeah.
you have to like take a nap.
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
You're like out.
No,
for
it's a
the
serious.
day.
Yeah, it's a serious outing.
It's a serious outing.
because you're also just like Pizza Hut is an experience. It's not like you're
do
eating.
you remember the Pizza Hut buffet?
Of course, I remember the Pizza Hut buffet. That was my favorite thing on planet
It
Earth.
was like the favorite. It was like the best day of the year.
Me and my mom used to go to the Pizza Hut buffet, and there was a waiter there that we loved. Like, he was so nice.
Yeah.
And he ended up opening his own pizza restaurant.
Wow.
And
good
it's
for-
still
what a success
successful.
story.
It's still like they deliver to like a lot
What
of
is
the
it?
schools
Shout
and
it
stuff.
out.
Shit, I forget the name. No, but it's like really successful, and we
cute.
loved him. And he opened his very own pizza place.
That
Like,
is adorable.
So cute, yeah.
What did he call it?
What-
Pizza Mansion?
No, when I When I remember the name, I'll shout it out on the next
Please.
episode. But I remember it being like good pizza too.
Mhm.
But yeah, I love Pizza Hut. But it is like, yeah, you're not having one slice of Pizza Hut pizza. You're eating you're eating like a day's worth of food.
Well, I mean, anytime I have pizza, I'm eating a day's worth
Yeah,
of food.
but I feel like pizza, like you can get one slice and you're not like, you can't, like it's more, you do that. But it's like Pizza Hut is like we're eating a meal and it's a large meal.
I feel like, yes, yeah. It's
my vibe.
Yeah. You seem like a Pizza Hut girly, to
I
be
am.
honest.
I am.
We never got Pizza Hut because it was so expensive. I only got Pizza Hut at other people's birthday parties. And I think my mom just didn't. She's like, it's too greasy. And I'm like,
yeah, it has a
okay.
vibe.
Yeah. So we were a pizza family because they would have a deal where you got 2, I think, medium pizzas, wings, pop.
I'm not a wings girl.
Dipping sauce, cheesy bread.
Yeah.
All for $20.
Wow.
It was like insane.
You know what I was though? Like we fucked with Pizza Hut, but like we were a Pizza Nova family.
Really?
Loved.
But Pizza Nova, okay, that's the one that's the most inconsistent from place to place.
So the Pizza Nova near us was the best pizza I've ever had.
Sure.
But then I went to my grandmother's house, who lived in a different area code.
Grandma got shit Pizza Nova.
And we got Pizza Nova, and I was like, this is the worst pizza I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? Where are we, Grandma?
Yeah.
Where are we?
Grandma hasn't been putting the work in.
No.
Grandma's let Pizza Nova slip.
It's honest to God.
No, that's true. Because you'll go to Pizza Nova and you can walk in and you just know if it's going to be good or bad.
You just know. It's in the atmosphere.
And you're like, no.
Yeah, you're like,
this
not
place
this one.
doesn't care.
Yeah, or you're like, this one fucks.
Yeah.
Like
there
this
was
one
near
fucks
my
hard.
old work and it was so bad.
Yeah.
And you would only go there like if you were in an
dying.
emergency.
Yeah.
Or a Pizzaville.
Yeah. Oh. Not a Pizzaville.
You know what is it's like East Side lore is Square Boy. Have you heard of that?
What's Square Boy?
See, because she's a North girly.
Yeah.
So on the East Side we have Square Boy, and it's their thing is like it's a square pizza, and everyone like from the East, like GTA East, just thought it was like pizza equivalent. Like everyone had this, and then you get to Toronto and people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's a square pizza. That's like their thing. And they had like one that was like gigantic. Yeah. So that's what every school for pizza day would order Square Boy pizza. All the slices are square. Yeah. Because they're like, doesn't it make more sense? You get more pizza if it's square, if it's in the box, whatever. So it's called Square Boy. And then everyone would fight for the corner piece. Yeah, was like the best piece. Yeah.
Well, on that note, everybody.
So shout out anyone from the East Side that remembers Square Boy pizza. What's another? I love this topic.
I know, but my phone's going to like die and storage is going to be out and we're going to be annoyed. Yes. We can save it for the next app.
I think that's good. We've covered every major pizza chain.
If
you have a pizza that you grew up with that you love, please let us know.
Please let us know and we can discuss it on the next app.
Oh, wait, did we pick mine? Yeah, we picked mine. I marry Pizza. I fuck Papa John's. Yeah. And we're both killing Domino's.
And on that note, have a great week, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're very excited about everything and have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.